So Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, is pregnant with another man's child.
So it's a lot of people that's up in arms about the news that Vanessa Bryant is pregnant.
Kobe's wife pregnant, and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on.
Something wild is happening on the internet right now, and it's all centered around Vanessa Bryant. That's right. The widow of basketball legend Kobe Bryant is once again trending, but not for anything you'd expect. Because this time, the internet thinks she's pregnant. Yes, pregnant. Some fans even believe it might be twins. But the biggest twist? People are convinced they know who the father is. So what's true? What's internet fantasy? And why is Vanessa suddenly at the center of this viral storm? Let's break it all down. The rumor that set everything off. It all started with a quiet buzz, no official announcement, no visible baby bump, not even a public hint, just a single online post, then another, and suddenly, Vanessa Bryant's name was trending again, but this time, not for a charitable event or a touching tribute to Kobe. This time, the rumor mill was churning out one word over and over again: pregnant. People began asking the same question: is she expecting a child? Not long after, the story took on a life of its own. It wasn't just a few fans speculating anymore. Entire threads popped up across Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Some claimed to have insider knowledge. Others pointed to recent photos, suggesting subtle changes in Vanessa's appearance. One viral video even claimed that a source close to the family had quietly confirmed the news, although no evidence was ever provided. Then came the big twist: whispers that Vanessa might not be expecting just one child, but two, twins. That single word flipped the internet on its head. Suddenly, what began as a rumor became a full-blown frenzy, complete with timelines, conspiracy-style photo analyses, and wild theories about the potential father. People who had barely paid attention to Vanessa since Kobe's passing were now dissecting every post, every appearance, every facial expression. Screenshots were passed around like secret clues. Fans weren't just curious, they were obsessed. And as the story grew, so did the number of theories. The baby daddy speculation game. Once the possibility of pregnancy became the trending topic, the internet did what it always does. It went into full investigation mode. And with no official statement from Vanessa, fans and gossip pages began turning their attention to the next logical question. If she is expecting, who is the father? That single question launched a tidal wave of speculation, and soon, three names kept appearing over and over again: Rob Pelinka, Pau Gasol, and Russell Wilson. These weren't just random guesses. They were based on years of connections, moments caught on camera, and subtle exchanges that now seem to take on new meaning. Let's start with Rob Pelinka. He's been close to the Bryant family for decades. As Kobe's longtime agent and current Lakers executive, he was practically like an uncle to the Bryant girls. After Kobe's passing, Rob remained visible in their lives, offering support and publicly praising Vanessa's strength. When Vanessa shared a heartfelt birthday post for Rob, complete with a warm throwback photo, fans raised their eyebrows. Was it just a sweet gesture between longtime friends, or was there more beneath the surface? Then, there was Pau Gasol. He and Kobe weren't just teammates, they were family. After the tragedy, Pau showed up for Vanessa in every way that mattered. From attending memorial events to spending holidays with the Bryant daughters, Pau remained a comforting presence. But when fans learned that he sent Vanessa a stunning bouquet of white roses on Valentine's Day, the narrative shifted. White roses, symbolic, beautiful, and emotionally loaded, sparked questions. Was this a sign of deep friendship or something more romantic? And finally, the most unexpected theory: Russell Wilson. Though he's married and known for his family-first image, his name began surfacing due to his and Sierra's friendship with Vanessa. Photos of them celebrating birthdays together, sharing dinners, and exchanging thoughtful gifts added fuel to the fire. Did it mean anything beyond friendship? Most fans said no, but in a viral story like this, nothing is off the table. With all this swirling online, fans turned it into a full-blown mystery. Clues were hunted, timelines were made, and the internet turned into a stage for one big question: is Vanessa entering a new chapter, or is this just another example of social media creating a storm from thin air? Rob Pelinka, friend or more? Among all the names floating around in this whirlwind of speculation, one stood out early and often: Rob Pelinka. To many, he's just a high-ranking executive in the Lakers organization, but to the Bryant family, Rob has been much more than that. He was Kobe's longtime agent, one of his most trusted friends, and someone deeply woven into the personal and professional story of the Bryant household. Since Kobe's passing in 2020, Rob has remained close to Vanessa and her daughters, not just publicly, but in the quiet, consistent ways that matter. From attending family milestones to supporting the Mamba and Mamba Cheetah Sports Foundation, Rob has shown unwavering loyalty. That kind of bond doesn't go unnoticed by fans, especially those who are already on alert for clues about Vanessa's personal life. Then came the Instagram post that sparked the conversation. Vanessa wished Rob a happy 54th birthday, simple enough, but it wasn't just a text post or a quick story. It included a cozy throwback photo of the two of them together, smiling, relaxed, and unmistakably warm in tone. The caption was heartfelt, almost poetic. It didn't scream romantic to most, but in the context of rising rumors, fans saw it as something more. Almost instantly, comment sections lit up with questions. Was this just a touching tribute to a family friend? Or had years of shared history and mutual respect slowly evolved into something deeper? The emotional connection was already there. People began to wonder if it had crossed into something beyond friendship. What fueled the fire even more was how quiet Vanessa remained afterward. She didn't clarify the post or respond to speculation. That silence gave fans room to fill in the blanks themselves. But here's the part many overlook. Rob Pelinka is married, happily by all public accounts. His wife is often by his side at Lakers events and charity functions. So to most observers, the theory that he and Vanessa were secretly involved didn't make much sense. Still, on the internet, facts don't always get in the way of a good story. Once fans connected Vanessa's warmth with Rob's loyalty, the narrative took off. Screenshots of their old interactions resurfaced. People began digging through old interviews, trying to find evidence of a hidden relationship. But even if there's no real basis to the romantic theory, the fascination with Rob and Vanessa says something deeper. It reveals how invested the public is in Vanessa's next chapter, so much so that any meaningful connection she has is immediately put under a microscope. At the end of the day, their bond is clear. Whether it's rooted in friendship, shared grief, or professional history, Rob has remained a constant in her life when so many others faded into the background. That, in itself, is rare, and more than enough to spark a million theories. Pau Gasol, just a friend, or something more? When it comes to people who stood by Vanessa after Kobe's passing, Pau Gasol is at the top of the list. He wasn't just a teammate, he was family, and unlike many others who offered sympathy and moved on, Pau stayed close. He's been there for birthday parties, holidays, and quiet family moments. He's shown up in ways that only a true friend, or perhaps something more, would. Then came the Valentine's Day bouquet, white roses, not red, not pink, white, thoughtful, symbolic, and definitely not a random gesture. Fans immediately raised eyebrows. Was Pau just being the loyal friend he's always been? Or was this a subtle sign of deeper affection? The two share years of trust, shared grief, and history. To some, it looks like a friendship built on healing. To others, maybe it's the start of something more. Vanessa and Pau haven't addressed the speculation, but their continued closeness has kept people guessing. Is it just loyalty or love quietly taking root? Russell Wilson, the internet's wild theory. Out of nowhere, another name popped up, Russell Wilson. Known for his family man image and marriage to Kiara, this one surprised everyone. So why did fans start connecting dots? Mainly because of his and Kiara's friendship with Vanessa. They've been seen together during celebrations and events. Some online posts even claimed Russell sent Vanessa a small bouquet on Valentine's Day after she sent him a Father's Day gift. The internet jumped to conclusions. But most fans were quick to point out that this looked like friendly family exchanges, nothing romantic. Still, in the middle of a viral rumor storm, even innocent gestures can spark gossip. The theory didn't stick for long, but it showed just how far fans will reach when a story takes off. Vanessa's silent but savage clapback. As rumors exploded online, Vanessa broke her silence in the most unexpected way, through memes. She posted 2 back-to-back Instagram stories featuring Rihanna. One showed Rihanna flipping the bird in swim goggles, with a caption about living her best life, not being pregnant and partying all summer. The second read, "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one." No explanation, no clarification, Just a bold, funny, unapologetic response. Fans were split. Was this her way of denying the rumors? Or was it just Vanessa making it clear she doesn't owe the internet anything? Either way, she didn't seem bothered. If anything, she looked amused. And just like that, she reminded everyone she's not here to play by anyone else's script. The internet's emotional meltdown. Then came the backlash. One viral video showed a man accusing Vanessa of being disloyal to Kobe, just for possibly moving on with her life. He even said she shouldn't touch Kobe's money if she's dating
Kobe's wife pregnant, and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on.
again. The internet erupted. Some sided with him. Others were furious, defending Vanessa and calling the video sexist, bitter, and completely uncalled for. Suddenly, a simple rumor about pregnancy had sparked a full-blown gender war online. A look back at Vanessa's strength. To understand why this is such a hot topic, we need to rewind. Vanessa and Kobe met in 1999. She was 17, he was 21. They got engaged within months, married in 2001, and had 4 daughters together. But it wasn't all fairy tales. In 2003, Kobe was accused of a serious offense. He admitted to cheating. Vanessa stayed. Then came years of cheating rumors, a near divorce, a reconciliation, and eventually peace, until 2020 when the unthinkable happened. Kobe and their daughter Gigi passed away in a tragic helicopter crash. Since then, Vanessa has grieved publicly, mourned privately, and carried on with grace. She's honored Kobe's legacy without turning her pain into a PR moment. So now, if she is pregnant, why is that anyone else's business? Public expectations versus private healing. Why does society expect women, especially widows, to grieve forever? Why is moving on seen as betrayal instead of healing? When men remarry after loss, they're seen as strong. But when women do it, they're judged. Vanessa stood by Kobe through his darkest days. She forgave, she protected, she raised their family. If anyone has earned the right to start over, it's her. So here's the truth. We don't know if Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. She hasn't confirmed anything. She hasn't denied it either. And honestly, she doesn't owe the internet an explanation. What we do know is that she's been through unimaginable pain. And if she's finding joy again, whether that's in love, family, or a new chapter, she deserves it. The question isn't whether she's pregnant. The real question is, why do people think they get to decide what happiness looks like for her? Whatever the truth may be, one thing's clear. Vanessa Bryant doesn't need permission to live her life. And if this is her next chapter, then we say, let her write it her way. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Pau Gasol could be more than just a friend? Was Vanessa's meme posting a silent message? And do you believe the internet crossed a line? Or just asked the questions others were already thinking? Thanks for watching. And as always, stay tuned, because with stories like this, the tea never stops brewing.